People love talking about space like it's the scariest place in the universe. But the truth is, the ocean might be far worse. At least astronauts can see what's around them. In the deep ocean, there's nothing. No sunlight, no sound. Just darkness stretching for miles in every direction. And what's terrifying is that humans still know almost nothing about it. More than 95% of Earth's oceans remain unexplored, which means somewhere beneath the surface, there are places no human has ever seen, creatures we've never discovered, and maybe things we were never supposed to find. The deepest place on Earth is called the Mariana Trench. It lies deep in the Pacific Ocean, and at its lowest point, it reaches nearly 7 miles beneath the surface. To put that into perspective, if you dropped Mount Everest into the trench, the mountain would still be underwater. The pressure down there is almost impossible to imagine, more than 1,000 times stronger than the pressure at sea level. A normal human body wouldn't survive for even a second. Even submarines struggle to function there, and yet somehow, life still exists in that darkness. Scientists have discovered creatures living at the bottom of the trench that look completely alien. Transparent animals, fish with glowing bodies, creatures with enormous teeth and giant black eyes, animals that evolved in total darkness for millions of years. And the strangest part? We barely explored any of it. Only a handful of humans have ever reached the bottom of the Mariana Trench. More people have walked on the moon than visited the deepest part of Earth's oceans. Down in the deep ocean, sunlight completely disappears. That means survival becomes brutal. Creatures living there had to evolve in ways that seem almost unreal. Some animals create their own light. This is called bioluminescence. Tiny glowing bacteria inside their bodies produce light in complete darkness. Some use it to attract prey. Others use it to communicate, and some use it as camouflage. One of the most terrifying examples is the anglerfish, a creature with razor-sharp teeth and a glowing lure hanging from its head. It waits silently in the darkness, using light to pull victims directly toward its mouth. And somehow, that's a real animal. Then there's the vampire squid, a deep-sea creature with glowing blue eyes and webbed arms that make it look almost supernatural, and giant isopods, massive ocean scavengers that resemble giant underwater insects. Some grow larger than household cats. The deeper scientists explore, the stranger life becomes. At certain depths, the ocean stops feeling like Earth at all. It feels alien. In 1997, scientists monitoring underwater microphones detected something strange in the Pacific Ocean, a sound unlike anything ever recorded before. It was incredibly deep, incredibly powerful, and loud enough to be detected from over 3,000 miles away. The sound became known as the bloop. At first, nobody knew what caused it. Theories exploded across the internet. Some people believed it came from a giant, undiscovered creature deep beneath the ocean. Others thought it might be something far worse. The sound didn't match known marine animals at the time, and because it came from one of the least explored regions on Earth, people's imaginations went wild. Years later, scientists suggested it may have been caused by cracking Antarctic ice. But even now, many people still find the recording disturbing, because when you hear it, it doesn't sound natural. It sounds alive. For centuries, sailors told terrifying stories about giant monsters attacking ships, massive tentacles rising from the ocean depths, enormous creatures hiding beneath dark water. Most people dismissed these stories as myths until scientists discovered giant squids were real. These creatures can grow over 40 feet long. Their eyes are among the largest in the animal kingdom, and for most of human history, nobody had ever seen one alive. They lived so deep beneath the surface that they remained hidden from humanity for centuries. Imagine that. An enormous predator, larger than a bus, living in Earth's oceans, without humans even knowing it existed. Now imagine what else could still be down there. Some of the most dangerous places on Earth aren't mountains, or jungles, or deserts. They're underwater caves. These cave systems stretch for miles beneath the Earth, completely flooded, completely dark. Divers who enter them face terrifying risks. One wrong turn, and they may never find the exit again. There's no natural light, no sense of direction, only narrow tunnels, silence, and darkness. Some underwater caves are so deep and complex that rescue missions become nearly impossible. And unlike open water, you can't simply swim to the surface. You're trapped, surrounded by rock and water, with almost no room for error. For many, scientists estimate that millions of ocean species remain undiscovered. Entire ecosystems may still exist in places humans have never reached. And every time researchers explore deeper, they find something new fish, new bacteria, new predators. The ocean covers most of our planet, but humans have explored only a tiny fraction of it, which means somewhere beneath the waves, in the darkness below, there are still things waiting to be discovered, and maybe some mysteries are better left unexplored.